Bonjour, it's Anne. I hope you're ready for the next installment in my critique of Marcos's first shop, My Native Roar. And we're going to turn to some listings today. And the first one I would like to click on is one which is featured here, and it's these leggings with a beadwork design. Seed bead printed pattern. Okay, so the thing I like about this is the item description here, because it starts with, again, something which is very important in terms of branding and in terms of um, giving your customers the little push to want your items, and it is that the first sentence here are about them, not about the product. They're about benefits, not features. Okay, and so here the features are native pride and exquisite taste. So no, I mean the benefits. Okay, and this is really important because, once again, your shop, to be successful, your brand should be about what it brings to the customers. Okay, and I've bookmarked a second item to compare from the same shop, of course. Here, with this mug with the decolonize slogan on it, and it doesn't have that. Okay, it just, the description just explains what the mug is, not what it can bring to the customers, and I believe it's a big difference. Okay, because all I see here is are features, not benefits for the customer. Okay, so let's go back to the leggings here, and again here talking directly to the customer is a good thing. Okay, so it does have the features, of course, because you need to know what the fabric is, and this important information here is very important, of course, for customers. um, but it's really smart to start with something which will talk emotionally to your customers. Okay, so let's turn to the pictures. We have here the first pic is a double pic with a side view and a front view. The second one is only the side view. Okay, third one again. And so it's all okay, this is very important, but I'll go back to it. Okay, so the first thing is that I'm not completely sure that I would use the two views in the first pic, because it's a little bit too much information for a first picture. Okay, it's good to have a close-up because you can see the design, and it will make people want to click to see the rest. Okay, but I think I would start with a front pic, um, just so that the eye isn't caught by many different things, but just focuses on one. So as I said, a close-up would be fine. On the other hand, having the whole pic means that people can see at a glance what it is. And this is also important, because if they have to wonder what it is, then you've lost them already. Okay, unless they're really, it caught their eye for a good reason. But if it's just because they can't figure out what it is, maybe it's not the best choice. And for example, I'm thinking in terms of being a woman, of course, and so being potentially interested in leggings like these. The first thing I would like to know would be whether they're tights or leggings. And yes, I know it's written in the title, but you have to know that people don't read. Okay, so everything important should be in the pictures first and foremost. So maybe having a picture like this one where you can, this one, where you can see at a glance that it's not tights because it doesn't have feet, it's really leggings, is important. And in this case, sometimes, you know, when the pic is a thumbnail, it's difficult to see it when you have a view from of the whole body. But here it's colorful enough that I think there is contrast enough to see what it is, even if it's small. You can see here. You could do a little close up, you know, where you could cut for the thumbnail just below where the leggings stop and a little closer to the waist here. So it takes up a lot more of the, well, a little more of the available space. But then if people can see right away that it's leggings and it's what they're looking for, then you're not, well, it's a positive point, okay? So they're able to identify it at first glance, okay? And so second thing is, as I said, people don't read. So having the sizes in the pictures is a really smart thing to do, okay? And you have sizes both in inches and in centimeters. So once again, there you're covering all bases. If you're selling internationally, then it's a good idea, of course, always to have to translate the units, okay? Then it's quite clear to me that there are variations here and that they correspond to the sizes here. The only thing that maybe I might find a little bit confusing, but it's just um, a question here of how the two chart sizes are positioned one below the other, because it looks at first glance, it looks like in centimeters you don't have all the sizes because the table is smaller, okay? I know you have all the sizes, but it's what came to my mind when I opened the drop down here and say, oh, there are all these sizes, but here oh no, they're there. But you know, anything that brings confusion to your potential customers needs to be eliminated. Anything that could be a friction point. So maybe making these tables the same size, it's a small thing, but it might make it clearer, of course. Okay. And so we saw here that you can select the size and then it's the only option. So this is good. I'm wondering if there are similar designs with different colors available. And if there are, I would add something to the description here with a link looking for, oh, you have it here, needed in another color combination, contact us. Okay, so maybe you don't have other colors readily available. Let's just go back to your shop front and okay, you have other designs. Oh, this one looks like it's the same design here, the pink one with a different color, and the blue one also. Okay, so you do have other colors, and so I would add here, see, before before the need it in another color combination, I would add here a link to a shop section where they can see all the other designs in the same styles or in the same color, in different colors, okay? Because it's important to keep them in your shop as long as you can. So make it easy for them to navigate inside your shop and stay inside your shop, because you never know what Etsy is going to do. They might show other items which are not from your shop, which actually they're doing here. So the first two items are from your shop, but you may also like, it might be that they will show legging pictures which are not from you. And so if there is a chance that you can keep the customers clicking on your items rather than navigating outside your shop somewhere else on Etsy, then do it, okay? So anything you can you can do to make the navigation easier for your customers needs to be done. So here, having different sections here with other items which are related, either different beadworks or different colors in the same pattern, then make a link and put them here in the description. I'll just quickly jump to one of my shops to show you here what I mean. So here, hopefully it has it. Okay. So here, for example, in the description, I have matching end caps. Okay, that could, although this is leather by the foot. And so, of course, you need end caps to use it. So I have a link directly to the end caps. And I have also a link to the other leather cords that I have. And I could have also a link to either green leather or green beads. Okay, so there are many possibilities. And I also have a link to my homepage here, because it's, as I said, people might not realize that they are in a specific shop. Sometimes they come to Etsy and they think it's just all the same shop, and it's not. So anything that can keep people in your shop is good to do. Okay, so let's go back to your shop here. And okay, this is also a good description, because it has here a call to action for your customer. Although, well, maybe it's not the best call to action, but it's one at least. So this is something. Well, maybe you could say, well, of course, I know these are printed on demand, so there's no shortage of them, because scarcity is always a good thing. But okay, I'll think about it, and if something else comes to me later, I'll let you know. Okay. So that's it for leggings. Oh no, of course. Well, let's concentrate today on descriptions. Okay, I'm gonna click on another item here, a T-shirt. Okay, and here you have different colors as an option, and they're all here in your pictures. Okay, the only thing, maybe I'm going to go quickly through all the pictures because I want to see if there is something. Okay, so here, oh, sorry, the last pic is about sizes again, and this time you only have inches. So maybe adding the centimeters would be a good idea. But another thing which would be a good idea here, because you have a long list of colors, would be to have the names of the colors in the pictures. In particular, when you have several similar colors, like here you have two shades of pink, okay, which to me would be pink. And so if they're not, first, they're not in the same order than the pics are, and second, it might be confusing to have to choose a color without being sure it's the one that you want here. So I would add to either to each pic I would have the name, add the name of the color, or I would have one pic where you had a sample of all the colors with the names next to them. Okay, once again, you want to make it easy for the customers to buy, not confuse them, and anything which can induce confusion is bad. Okay, so get rid of any friction point. Okay, so we have the sizes here. US women's leather. So I'm not sure what women's leather mean. Okay, let me go back. Made in Native America. Okay, so this I understand. US women's leather. Huh. Okay, this is puzzling for me. I have no idea what US women's leather mean. So it might be your own code for this particular design. I'm not sure. Or does it mean that these sizes here are US women's? Okay. Either way, it might be something that I don't know because I'm not American, and maybe this is a US women's letter is something which is clear for Americans. Okay, in which case, forget about it. But as a European, I wouldn't know what this means. And once again, this is something puzzling. And when there is something puzzling, people tend to navigate away from your shop. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And if you would like your shop to be reviewed as well, just comment below this video and I'll get back to you. See you. Bye-bye.